In 1970 I was chairman of the North Wind Scouts. That's the 234th North Winds in Muller Road, Bristol. And like all scout groups, we were short of cash. And I've written a poem about how the lads got together and raised some money. And here it is. And I'm sure that many of you in Scouting would recognise it and appreciate the work that went into it. It's called The Saga of the Marathon Drum, Scouting in Bristol. You have heard of Punk and the Bother Boys. They like the aggro and make a noise. The hooligan or the football fan who try to do what damage they can. People moan and you'll hear them say, "What's the matter with the kids today?" Some people say, if you want the truth, there's no respect in the modern youth. Look at the papers and what do you see? Nothing but aggro and misery. But listen, my friends, both young and old, for here is a tale that must be told, of 7 young men and a sponsored drum, £400, a colossal sum. Just a moment though, I digress. Let's start at the beginning and hear the rest. Since Scouting began, it has been their code to be prepared. Well, in Muller Road, the North Wind Scouts, as you soon will find, have always kept those words in mind. At their Scout Lodge they have a band, one of the finest in the land. On practice nights, if you're around, you'll really know how a band should sound. When the band was gathered together one day, the bandmaster said, "I've something to say. Can we go on? I have my doubts. The instruments are wearing out. I really don't know what to do. The funds are low, we can't renew. Now come on lads, let's have a bash and think of ways to raise some cash." Then Richard said, "Excuse me sir, a thought to me did just occur." Richard always felt like that. "Let's show them all what can be done. We'll play non-stop on a sponsored drum. 24 hours or one whole day, and if we get 6 boys to play, with the 7th boy in from the start, if nature calls, one may depart. We start with the drummers all in line, 2 must keep playing all the time. 1 hour to play, then 2 to rest, you know the boys will do their best. With 12 judges from an unbiased source, just to make sure they finish the course." They started that Friday at 9:45. 2 mums in the kitchen to ensure they survive. Stephen, Geoffrey, Richard and Paul, they set an example to one and all. With both Pete's and Chris as well, they played and played and played like, well, it's hardly surprising as the time expired, they started to ache and their arms got tired. But these are the North Wind Scouts, my friend, and they never stop till they reach the end. Our Lord Mayor, name of Alderman Wright, came to see them, though his schedule was tight. Radio Bristol and the press were there, and right up in the post and time on the air. As each hour came and then was gone, they never gave up, these boys played on. Through the concert held at 3, wonderful value at 15p. What more can I say? Oh yes, at 8, a party dance that went down great. And when the lads had finished their play, the cheers could be heard 3 miles away. The final sum raised, what was the amount? About £400 when we last had a count. And when the 24 hours were done and the last note played on the last side drum, our lads proved to the world it need not be sad. Not all our young men are useless and bad. So if you should meet anyone with doubts, then they've never heard of the North Wind Scouts.